Malaria has been locally acquired in the United States. The cases have prompted health officials to issue an alert telling doctors to be on the lookout for the life-threatening disease. DD India's Toni Waterman explains from Texas how malaria could become more common in the US as temperatures rise, making more places hospitable to the mosquitoes.
Long-legged, bloodthirsty, itch-inducing. Mosquitoes are an annoyance at any time of the year. But people in the U.S. now have more reason to avoid the pesky insect. 5 cases of malaria have been detected in the past 2 months, 4 in Florida and 1 in Texas. It's the first time in 20 years that the mosquito-borne disease has been picked up in the U.S.
Before COVID, we saw about 2,000 cases of malaria in the United States each year, but that was from people who were traveling abroad and acquired it internationally.
And because it's so rare, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued an alert to doctors, urging them to consider malaria when treating patients with unexplained fevers, chills, and muscle aches, regardless of the person's travel history.
Uncomplicated malaria is not extremely dangerous. However, some people go on to develop complications, so they can have seizures, they can go into a coma, their liver and their kidneys could fail.
All the U.S. patients have been treated and are recovering, but the World Health Organization says more than 600,000 people globally die every year from malaria, the vast majority of them children in Africa.
According to health officials, mosquitoes are the deadliest creature on the planet because they don't just carry malaria, but also transmit yellow fever, dengue, and Zika. They thrive in warm, humid, wet conditions, which are becoming more common as global temperatures rise.
A recent study from Georgetown University found that malaria-carrying mosquitoes in Africa have moved an average of 4.7 kilometers, or about 3 miles, away from the equator every year for more than a century. And they are also now found at higher elevations. Other studies have predicted similar migration patterns for the U.S. But for now, health experts are telling Americans not to panic and instead protect themselves from bites as much as possible.
We talk about the 4 Ds, DEET or another EPA-approved mosquito repellent, dressing, in long sleeves, long pants, draining any standing water where mosquitoes can propagate, or dawn or dusk when mosquitoes are more active.
Avoiding bites, the best way to avoid malaria. Toni Waterman in Austin, Texas, reporting for DD India.
In sports, Commonwealth Games gold medalist Lakshya Sen